Have you ever had one of those days where you feel like you're just constantly busy, but not, actually productive? Like the whole day is just a blur of activity, but the things that really matter keep getting pushed aside? Well, today we're diving into a really powerful framework for reclaiming your focus in a world that, let's be honest, seems designed to steal.
It's such a familiar feeling, right? You look at your calendar, it's packed. Your to-do list is a mile long. But at the end of the day, when you finally close your laptop, you get that nagging sense that you haven't made any real progress on what truly matters. Trust me, you are not alone in feeling this way.
And here's the brutal truth of it all. Our world is basically engineered for distraction. I mean, think about it. Our devices, our apps, the constant pings and notifications, they're all fighting for a little piece of our attention. So being distracted, that's not a personal failure. It's the default setting for modern life, and it takes a real deliberate effort to switch it off. But what if you could actually change that default? What if there was a simple, practical system to fight back? Well, that's exactly what the Make Time framework is. It's a 4-part system designed to help you become truly intentional with your time and your attention.
So here's how it breaks down. It's built on 4 core ideas. First, you start by choosing a single highlight for the day, just one thing. Then you enter laser mode to protect your focus from all those distractions. Next, you manage your energy, because you got to work with your body to do your best work. And finally, you constantly experiment to figure out what actually works for you. Let's break down how this all comes together. Okay, so everything starts with choosing your daily highlight. This is really the keystone of the entire system because it gives your whole day a single focal point. It's all about taking that vague desire to, be productive and turning it into a single, concrete, totally achievable mission. So what even is a highlight? It's simple, really. It's the one thing you decide you want to prioritize and protect time for today. It could be a super important task at work, maybe hitting the gym, or even just carving out an hour of uninterrupted time for a personal project you care about. It basically gives your day an anchor and guarantees you a win, no matter what else happens.
And this is exactly why it's so powerful. Look, motivation is flaky, right? It comes and goes. But when you select one highlight, you're creating a real, tangible target. You stop just hoping for a productive day, and you start actively designing one.
Okay, so you've picked your highlight. Awesome. But now, how do you actually protect it from that inevitable storm of distraction that's coming your way? This is where the next 2 steps, laser and energy, come into play. It's time to build your focus shield.
I mean, just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got the default mode for most of us, just reacting to pings, constantly switching between tasks, and feeling like you're running in place. Now, laser mode on the right is the antidote to all that chaos. It's about proactively blocking out time, dedicating yourself to deep work, which makes your progress and that amazing feeling of accomplishment absolutely tangible.
And building that focus shield also means working with your body, not against it. That's what the energy pillar is all about, working smarter. By just paying a little attention to your natural energy cycles, you can schedule your highlight for when you're already at your peak. It dramatically increases your chances of success and, frankly, just makes everything feel so much easier.
Now, this brings us to a really crucial point. This is not some rigid, one-size-fits-all instruction manual. Honestly, the most powerful part of this whole framework is treating your own focus like a personal lab. The goal isn't perfection. It's just progress.
And the process for this is beautifully simple. You just try a new tactic. Maybe it's turning off your phone notifications for an hour. Then you just observe what happens. No judgment, just see how it felt. And then you make a tiny little tweak and you do it again. It's this simple, repeatable cycle of continuous improvement that actually builds those lasting habits.
And hey, if you really want to supercharge this whole process, don't try to go it alone. Sharing your goals with a partner or a community creates this incredibly powerful accountability. Seriously, that external support can be the jet fuel you need to turn your good intentions into absolutely unbreakable habits.
So, we've covered the entire framework. But theory is one thing, right? Action is everything. So how do you actually get started? Let's walk through a simple, concrete plan you can put into practice, like this week.
All right, here's your mission for the next 5 days. Each evening, just take a minute to pick tomorrow's highlight. Then, go into your calendar and block out a 90-minute laser session to get it done. Try to schedule that session during your peak energy window. Then, just try one new tactic. And at the end of the week, take 5 minutes to review what worked and what didn't.
And that weekly review is so key. The goal isn't to revolutionize your entire life overnight. It's just to find one small tweak, One simple adjustment you can make for next week to reclaim a little more of your time and focus for what really truly matters to you.
Because ultimately, that's the real secret, isn't it? Big transformations might get sparked by a moment of inspiration, but they are built on a solid foundation of small, consistent actions, day after day after day. So the real question is, what's your first small action going to be?